Volume 2, Number 5. Michael made arrangements immediately to fly out to Pittsburgh with his family. So the arrangements were that they were going to leave Sunday into Thursday. All his flight and hotel arrangements were made so that the kids would be ready to go. He basically had the kids packed and ready to go for the flight was going to leave early Sunday morning. The kids were so excited when they heard the news. Are we really leaving, Dad? Yeah, we're going to travel light because we're only going for 4 days. So don't pack a whole lot of things, okay? The kids ran upstairs and got packing. Grace could not believe that we were leaving for Pittsburgh. Are we really leaving Sunday? Yeah, this is so sudden, Michael. No, we're leaving. This is the only vacation time I have, so we got to take advantage of it. Mom and Dad were a little taken off guard. You sure we're going to go? Yeah, I already made the travel arrangements. Do you still want to go? Yeah, we'll go. So they got their bags and they went home to get packing. All right, so it's Saturday night and everybody's packed and ready to go. Listen, let's get the bags in the suitcases in the car so we're ready to go because we're going to be leaving early. Well, who's going to drop us off? Well, I'm going to call Frank and make sure that Frank has us dropped off in the van and we will go in the van and they'll pick us up, okay? So Mike calls Frank Rutherford. Frank, I need a favor. We're flying out to Pittsburgh Sunday morning. We'll be back for the Thursday report. Okay, sounds good. I'll drop you off at the airport. There's 10 of us. We'll take the van, no problem. Okay, that's great. Will you pick us up? Yeah, we'll pick you up. Oh, great. Thank you so much, because that'll save us a lot of expenses. Excellent. See you Sunday. What time are you flying out? We're flying out 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Be ready to go. Okay. Be here at 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Sounds good. I'll have my driver pick you up. All right, everybody. We're going to be leaving at 7 o'clock in the morning, so get to bed. Okay, says Elijah. Both the kids were so surprised. Jeni and both Bailey were shocked. They went right to bed. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. This is going to be so much fun. Well, 7 o'clock came pretty early as everybody was packed and ready and dressed to go. Kids, listen, this is a 4-day trip. We still haven't told everybody that we're coming, so we better make our phone calls now while we have a chance. Just then, the van pulled up and had the cars packed. As the cars were packed, they loaded up the van with all their baggage. Oh my gosh, look at all the baggage we have, Grace said. I can't believe we're really going to Pittsburgh. Michael, oh my gosh. Okay, I better call my mom and dad and tell them to get over here because the van's here. Mom and dad just pulled up with their baggage. Oh, good. I'm glad you're here. You're here just in time. Mom and Dad got in the van as the kids got in the van as well. Frank Rutherford's driver, Stephen, was driving. Oh, thank you, Stephen, for being such a help. Well, we have a van, 10-person passenger van. You can fit everybody in here comfortably, so let's get to the airport. On the way, Grace called Monica and Lauren. First, she called Lauren. Lauren, we're on our way to Pittsburgh. Are you serious? What hotel are you staying at? The one near your house. Oh my gosh, you're coming in? How long are you going to be in town? For 4 days. We're going to be there till Thursday morning. We have to be back into Branson because Michael has a work appointment. Okay, so we'll see you, what time? We should be flying in about 5 o'clock. Okay, so do you have a ride? Well, we're just going to take a van in to the hotel. The hotel has a courtesy van. Okay, great. We'll see you at the hotel. Okay, sounds good. can you just call Monica and tell her we're going to be at the hotel? Yeah, I will call Mom. I will call Monica. I'll tell them that you're going to be at the hotel next to my apartment. Okay, great. Thank you for doing that. As they arrived at the airport, they got their tickets and everything and got the baggage claim. They don't need to check in baggage because they only had a light baggage, so that they had to skip. They went right to the gate and their flight was being called. Flight 1213 to Pittsburgh. That's us, kids. Let's go. Mom and Dad were following behind. Listen, Mom, Dad, do you need any help with your baggage? No, we're good. Make sure you put your phones on airplane mode. Okay, said Bailey. They got onto their flight. Of course, Elijah loves planes, and they got to the plane and they got onto they gave their ticket agent the boarding pass as they excitingly got onto the plane. It wasn't too long after that the plane was now fully boarded and everybody was in their seats. Oh, this is so great, said Elijah. We're going to fly to Pittsburgh. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see Aunt Monica and Aunt Lauren. I can't wait to see my cousins, too, said Jeni. It's been so long since we've been to Pittsburgh. I know, said Grace. I know you kids are looking forward to this trip. As Melissa now is a lot older, and so is Josiah and Michael, they get to actually enjoy flying. This will be really exciting for you kids. As the plane lifted off, they got to elevation where they were above the clouds. Elijah was excited as he saw the wingtip of the plane. Wow, Dad, look at this, as he had the window seat. I know, son, isn't that nice? Yeah, that is great. As they landed into Atlanta Airport where they had a layover, they finally landed into Atlanta, where they only had an hour layover, thankfully. They got to the gate and boarded the next plane to Pittsburgh. By the time they got to Pittsburgh, they were exhausted. They got their phones off of airplane mode and they called Lauren. They said they had landed safely into Pittsburgh. Oh my gosh, it's 5 o'clock. We landed right on time. We're here, Lauren. We'll see you at the airport. Okay, no. Don't go to the airport. Meet us at the hotel. We have a courtesy van from the hotel. We're going to take the courtesy van to the hotel. We'll see you at the hotel, Lauren. Okay, that's right. You did say that. Okay, we'll see you at the hotel. Okay, great. They got to the hotel with no problems. Mom and Dad were thrilled. The kids were thrilled. Everybody was excited about being in Pittsburgh. By the time they got there, they were famished and hungry. They only had peanuts on the airplane and drinks, so they were really hungry. So by the time they got to the hotel, there was a courtyard in there where they were serving food. So they were planning on at least having a dinner with family. Lauren brought Monica and Mom to dinner that night. Michael said, I will spring for dinner. Whatever anybody wants, you get. Michael was being very courteous. So by the time Lauren brought the girls, Lila and Aubrey, and Monica brought Sophia and her friend, Ella, they all were hungry. Let's have a nice big meal. They have a table of how many people? Well, we got 10 here, plus Lauren, Monica, Sophia, Lila, Aubrey, and Mom. That's 16. A table of 16, ma'am, said the host to the hostess. Okay, we'll get your table together. Just give us a few minutes. So a table of 16 plus a couple more people might show up. Who's going to show up? Well, Mike might bring his daughters because he's in town from North Carolina. Oh, that's nice. That would be so great. Plus Matt and Dan might come over too. Oh, really? Yeah, they're in from Colorado. Oh, wow. That would be so nice. That's if their plane arrives in town just in time to have dinner. Oh, that would be so nice. So as they got to ordering their food, they just got a chance to finally get a bite to eat. They were so happy to be in Pittsburgh as they were all talking amongst each other. Wow, this is so nice. Grace was so excited to see her family as they all hugged and chattered amongst each other. Wow, what a way to catch up. We got to catch our breath. It's been a long trip. I bet you're exhausted. Yeah, we are. Well, they only had a bite to eat, but it was just enough that they had enjoyed a nice meal. As Michael paid the bill, the night ended kind of quickly because everybody was exhausted. Listen, we don't want to cut it short, but we have plans for tomorrow. We want to go to the Science Center. Oh, that would be great. Do you want to do that with us? Yeah, let's get together here at the hotel. We'll gather here in the courtyard area and we'll go to the Science Center and the Children's Museum. That'll be great. I think that'll be perfect. So, does anybody need anything? Said Michael. Do you need gas? Do you need any assistance? Monica, being low on money, asked for a little assistance. Okay, I'll help you out with gas or money or whatever you need. So, Michael helped Monica out. Okay, Monica, whatever you need, I'll help you out. So, Michael helped Monica out. Monica's in between jobs right now. So, he helped her with gas. Wow, the weather's so nice here. Elijah said, is there any places that we can go sightseeing? Well, we are going to do that, Elijah. Let's get some rest and let's get up to our hotel rooms and rest up. So they rested up for the night and had to catch up on their sleep because they had a lot of jet lag. The kids went to bed and rested up for the night. It was a long day, a long trip. Wow, I'm so happy that we got this trip in. By the time they got to the museum and got to the Children's Museum, it was a long day of walking. They got back to the hotel and they were all exhausted. They had eaten at the museum and had something to eat at an eatery. Mom was exhausted. She said, is there any way I can go up to the hotel room and relax with both your grandparents? We can just sit and chat and have some coffee. Yeah, that's fine. There's a little coffee shop in the hotel. So they went and had coffee and relaxed a little as the kids had to go down for a nap. This is downtime for us. Oh, Grace said I needed some relaxation time. So Grace got to relax and so did Michael. Everybody else went back home to relax a little bit. Listen, we can catch up later. As it was starting to get a little exhausting for everybody, everybody took some downtime to relax a little bit for the rest of the day. As it was already hectic, the schedule was too busy for everybody. They wanted to do some walking and relaxing for the remainder of the trip. So Monica suggested that they go back to their old childhood home. That was the last thing that was on their planner, to go back and visit their childhood home. Do you really want to go there? Said Grace. Not really. Do you really want to go? Maybe we should visit Dad's grave. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do something else. Well, we ate a lot. I don't know. I want to go to the Mount Washington Overlook. Let's go there. Let's go visit that. That would be really fun for the kids. I think that they need to see the beautiful overlook. So the last thing they got to do is go to the Mount Washington Overlook. That was one of the things they wanted to do before they leave. Listen, before we leave, we're going to the Mount Washington Overlook. Okay, so while they were enjoying some downtime at the hotel, they got to enjoy some time relaxing. That evening, since everybody was there, they said that they could stay at the hotel. They would pay for them if they had any alcohol. So they ordered a bottle of wine. So Monica and Lauren stayed at a hotel room together. The girls stayed back this time as they were visiting their dads. Listen, we're just going to order a bottle of wine and you can stay in the hotel room. Okay, sounds good, said Lauren and Monica. You're good to go. I'll pay the hotel expenses for you. So they got to drink a glass of wine and relax. Wow, I so needed a glass of wine, said Grace. I just normally don't drink wine, but it's nice to have a glass of wine and relax a little bit. This is their last night there before leaving. It was so nice to see the overlook. It was so beautiful, said Grace. The kids really enjoyed it. Now, with a glass of wine, it just topped off the evening, said Michael. It was really nice. Beautiful scene. I loved looking at the overlook. Well, it's such a short trip, but we just wanted to visit and see the kids and see everybody. It just seems like a chance for us to reconnect. Yeah, I agree. You need to visit once in a while. I'm just glad you all made it here. While it's a short trip, it's just one of those things we needed to come back and visit and see you all. It was enjoyable. When's your flight leaving tomorrow? It leaves at, I think, it leaves at 7 a.m. So we have to be at the airport at 5 a.m. So the hotel is the hotel van takes you? Yeah. We have to leave here at 5 a.m. to be there for our flight. I'm so sorry you have to leave. Well, we're going to be here for Christmas. We plan on being here more often. Grace looked at Mike and said, What? We're coming here for Christmas? Yep. It's my Christmas gift to Grace. Oh, that'll be so nice. We get to go to the ice rink then, said Grace. Oh, that'll be so beautiful. Yep, that's Grace's Christmas gift from me, is that we're going to go to the ice rink. We're going to enjoy Christmas time here in Pittsburgh. Merry Christmas, by the way, Grace. That is so wonderful. As they wound up the night, Grace and Michael went to bed in their hotel room, and so did Monica and Lauren. As the send-off was sweet and bittersweet, of course, Michael and Grace went to bed, and they said their goodbyes to Monica and Lauren because they were going to go to sleep. They said goodbye for now and said, listen, we know we're going to be leaving early, so we're just going to say so long for now. Well, don't forget, check out at 11, Lauren and Monica. We won't forget. Have a safe trip home, okay? We will. By the time 5 o'clock rolled around, it was early in the morning. Their bags were packed and in the van, and they got to the Pittsburgh International Airport. By the time they got onto the flight, it was time to board the flight. It was already 7 a.m. The tickets were already at the ticket agent, and they were boarding the flight. They were in air by 7:05. They got to the Atlanta airport, and luckily the Atlanta airport was only an hour layover, and they got to Branson by literally 3 o'clock. But Michael missed his important appointment, but got to his office by 4 o'clock. Got to talking to some people at work and said that, I'm sorry I missed the appointment. Well, where were you? You usually go to the Thursday appointment. Yeah, but I was out of town. I was in Pittsburgh. Oh, really? You were? Yeah. I took my family away for a while. They needed a vacation. They needed to go visit some family. And just then, Vanessa Roberts comes in. Normally, she's gone by the end of the day, but she was in there. Well, I got the report, Michael. I'm glad to see you. Where were you? Well, I took my family to Pittsburgh. Oh, really? You're here? Why wouldn't you just stay an extra couple days? Well, I wanted to be here for a report, but our plane didn't arrive until 3 o'clock. Oh, really? Yeah, it's a long trip from Pittsburgh to here, so it just worked out that way. So, what's going on here at work? Well, I'm not in work mode at all, said Michael. So, How's everything so far? Uh, I'm just thinking about vacation right now. I haven't really thought about work, to be honest with you, said Michael. That's okay. We don't think about work when we're on vacation either. I just wanted to stop in and say hi to everybody. I'll be back to work next week. Maybe I'll be on work mode again if I can think about work. Hey, Vanessa wanted to ask a question to Michael, so she bluntly asked, did anything come of that whole situation with Mike getting promoted? No, nothing came of it, Grace said, or Michael of said, said something to Grace about it. But nothing came of it because, to be honest with you, I talked to my wife about it and I told her the same thing that I'm going to tell you. If anything ever came of it, it would have to go through Frank Rutherford. It's Frank Rutherford's decision, not mine. Yeah, because you know what? He has seniority, said Vanessa. He's the one that got hired first. So I think that's why Frank decided to make him the head of security. Okay, well, whatever comes of it, just let me know. I don't really want to get caught up in that. That's Frank's decision, not mine. Okay, I just don't want there to be any reason for any controversy. There's no controversy here. That that wasn't my decision. That was Frank. Frank has his own division over there, and that's his decision. What goes on here is my priority. Now, if you got promoted for scrupulous reasons and people question me, that would be my decision. You see what I mean, Vanessa? Yeah, I see what you mean. It has nothing to do with me, is what I'm saying. It has everything to do with Frank. Frank has to run his division the way he has to run it. And that goes the same with Mike Carrington. If Mike Carrington promotes somebody, he has to promote them for his own reasons. Okay, that settles that. I'm not worried about it anymore because why should you be worried about it? Said Michael Smithton. I need to go and get back home because I'm exhausted. I have a lot of jet lag. Listen, I'm sorry I even brought it up, said Vanessa. Don't worry about it, Vanessa. It's all taken care of. I settled the matter with the team. I made my own decisions. I make my own decisions here, and that's the way it is. I'm the CEO. If people question my decisions, then whatever happens from that point on, I'll make decisions from now on. Okay, said Vanessa. I'm going home for the day. I need to go see my wonderful husband and spend some time with him. By the way, I'm glad he got promoted because he's the right man for the job. That's exactly right. As Michael made his way home, he finally got home. There were still bags in the truck that were still left over. He said, did anybody finish unpacking the truck? No, said Grace. We're all too tired. Everybody passed out. They're all sleeping, including Mom and Dad. I figured so. I'm feeling exhausted too. What a trip. We have so many pictures of everybody. Lauren and Monica called to see if we made it home safe. Oh, they did? Did you talk to them? Yeah, I talked to them for a little bit. It was a great trip, Grace. Thank you, Michael, for doing this. I really didn't expect all this. Everything happened so fast. It was as if we squeezed in like a lifetime there. But I appreciate you doing that. I don't even know how to thank you other than to thank you. Thank you so much. The kids really enjoyed the flight. They enjoyed the whole trip. It was great to go to the Children's Museum. It was just a delightful trip. It's too bad my brothers couldn't make it. That's okay. Listen, things like this don't happen on a whim, but they did, said Grace. You really threw it all together. I'm glad we got to visit. That skyline was beautiful, by the way, said Michael. It's the first time, I think it's the first time we went. No, we've seen it before, said Grace. It was wonderful. Thank you, Michael. I enjoyed it immensely. I hope we get to go soon. We're going Christmas. Remember I told you? your Christmas gift is going to Pittsburgh again? Yeah, that's right. We're going back for Christmas. Hooray.